YouTube channel. This is Jamie Naftali and the channel's name is the Paediatric World. Remember, it's only here whereby we talk, we discuss with the mothers, with the caregivers, with everybody on the common illnesses that affect children while growing up. And here we want to talk in a language that everybody is able to understand. That's why we want to be as layman here. We want to involve everybody into managing these children. The channel is all about the kids' welfare, the medical problems, and we also try to find solutions. So I welcome you to this episode. For you to join this wonderful family, please click on that red button, the subscribe button, so that you may be part of us. Welcome, and in today's episode we are continuing on managing convulsions, treating them, the convulsions in children. So remember, these are very scary thing to everybody, to the caregivers and even to the mothers. So that's why we want to be keen and want to listen and to gain knowledge on how to go about these convulsions. Without wasting time, today we are doing on the administration of the drugs. Remember, the two drugs we use that are used in treating convulsions. That is number one, Diazepam, and also Phenobarbital. So number one, let's start with Diazepam, how to give it. So Diazepam, remember we said it is a first-line drug in managing these convulsions. It is the first-line drug. We start by using it, and the route of administration, or how we give it, is through two ways. And number one, the first one is through the IV, the intravenous, through the vein. So we look for the vein where we can access a vein. So we give through the vein, and the dose is 0.5 milligrams per kg. Remember, in all cases we say when we are giving drugs to these children, we calculate the dosages as per kg of the baby. We just don't give like adults. These are kids, remember, so we need to calculate in kg. So we give 0.3 milligrams per kg. This is what we give through the IV, through the intravenous, through the IV. The other route, we say that we have two routes. The other route is through the rectum, parectal. We say parectal. It's through the anus, the behind of the babies. So we want to put this, and we give 0.5 milligrams per kg. Here the dose is higher. And for the diazepam to stop the convulsions, it has to reach the blood level. To increase, the blood level has to increase rapidly to the level required for it to work. So within 5 minutes, it attains, the IV access attains the best at 0.3 milligrams per kg. Parectal, we give a higher dose. We are saying 0.5 milligrams per kg. And this is because the time to reach for the parectal through the anus, the anal canal, the time to reach the right effective blood level is a little bit longer than the IV route. So that's why we give a higher dose of 0.5 milligrams per kg. Hope you understand. Those are the two routes that we use, the two ways we use to give the diazepam, our first-line drug in managing convulsions in children. So, well done. Now, let's go to the, and before we leave on diazepam, there's an NB, a note that never give diazepam IM. IM is through the muscle. It's through the muscle. The muscle is either through this hand, the thighs of the baby, and also the behind. We call it the gluteal muscle, the behind. So those are the ways. It's different from the IV. Remember, we said the IV is through the vein, but now with the IM, just from the word IM, is intramuscular. It's through the muscle. So we never give diazepam through IM. Because when we do this, we may find it takes longer to reach the effective levels. It takes very long to reach the blood level, and because of this we may find ourselves giving even second and even the third dose. And remember, we said we only give 2 doses of diazepam, we don't go beyond there. So when we find ourselves giving a lot, second and even the third dose to control the ongoing convulsions, so what happens next is that this leads to a very, very dangerous, it leads to very dangerous high levels, which may in return cause respiratory arrest. Imagine, it is that serious. That's why we don't want to risk. We want to give well the way they're supposed to do. So in other words, we are saying that diazepam we only give per rectum, through the rectum, through the anal canal, or through the IV, through the intramuscular. Something else, just to mention, when giving the anal, the parectal one, we use a syringe. This is my syringe here. So we, after pushing the drug and putting it in the syringe, we ensure that at least 4 to 5 centimeters of the syringe is inside the anal canal. So all of it from here to here, this is 4 centimeters. So all of it should be inside the anal canal, because when we just give a little bit of it here, most of the drug is not going to help us. It is going just to come out, because so we need to give, we put the whole of 4 centimeters syringe there. After we ensure all of it is inside, that's when we push our drug. Remember that. So that is it about the diazepam. We have said how to give and how not to give, and why we should not give. Our second line drug in treating convulsion is phenobarbital. This one, I know most of us are familiar with it. We even buy it over the counter, but the first line, the loading dose, the first dose, we should give at a dose of, the administration of a loading dose is essential to achieve adequate levels to control seizures. And here we give IM loading dose. Now we give through the intramuscular, through the muscle. So this, the Phenobarb is the one, the Phenobarbital is the one that we use through the muscle, and at a loading dose of 15 milligrams per kg. Again, we have to go per kg. Just a note on this one. It is not necessary to give small doses to keep the levels up. We are saying again, we are going to see again the side effects of these drugs. So that's why we don't just to give high doses because of this. After giving the loading dose IM through the muscle of 15 milligrams per kg, there can be a maintenance dose, and this you find is oral, now the ones that we get over the counter. And the phenobarbital should not just be sold over the counter. There has to be a prescription, because people might tend to misuse it. So you have to have a prescription for you to get to show that this has come from your doctor. We don't just give. It's not like Panadol where you find you have headache and you go buying it, and especially to kids. So please note that, and because we are worried about the side effects that you are going to see there later. So the maintenance dose is 2.5 milligrams again per kg per day, and this may be increased if there is persistent seizures. We said phenobarbital, we find children put on phenobarbital for such a long time, those babies that have convulsions, and especially those with CP, the cerebral palsy. I keep talking about the cerebral palsy. So they are on now the maintenance dose. Whenever they give 1 tablet or 2 tabs, depending on how your doctor has advised the mothers to give. So this is now the maintenance dose, but the loading dose was supposed to be given through the the IM. This should be in the hospital at 15 milligrams per kg. So now you know how to administer these drugs that we use. We call them the anticonvulsants. They are the drugs that we use to treat convulsions in children. The diazepam, our first line drug, and also our phenobarbital. So thank you so much, my people. Well done. Now we know. In our next episode, we shall now see the side effects of these drugs. That's why we are saying we don't want to just use them unnecessarily. We don't have to give high doses because they are toxic to the respiratory system. We are saying it causes respiratory arrest. So this is very serious. We are going to tackle each and how to avoid all these things. Thank you for keeping tuned. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't again subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button. Keep subscribing. Subscribe so that we be together. Also, please share these videos widely. We want many people, most mothers, to see these videos and they get information, they get the knowledge. We want them to have the know-how on what really happens to their children. So please share these videos. Also, leave a comment down on the comment section so that asking any question, you can even tell me the topic you prefer most tackled, and we can always plan for it. Keep tuned. Also, turn on your notifications so that you're the first person to know whenever I post a new video. Thank you, my people. Till next time.